You are watching in another video of World Family TV. This video is presented by World Family. Be curious. The recipe for the soft drink Pepsi was first developed in the 1880s by a pharmacist and industrialist from New Bern, North Carolina. He coined the name Pepsi Cola in 1898. As the cola developed in popularity, he created the Pepsi Cola Company in 1902 and registered a patent for his recipe in 1903. The Pepsi Cola Company was first incorporated in the state of Delaware in 1919. The company went bankrupt in 1931 and on June 8 of that year, the trademark and syrup recipe were purchased by Charles Guth, who owned a syrup manufacturing business in Baltimore. Guth was also the president of Loft, Incorporated, a leading candy manufacturer, and he used the company's labs and chemists to reformulate the syrup. He further contracted to stock the soda in Loft's large chain of candy shops and restaurants, which were known for their soda fountains, used Loft resources to promote Pepsi, and moved the soda company to a location close by Loft's own facilities in New York City.
In 1935, the shareholders of Loft sued Guth for his 91% stake of Pepsi Cola Company in the landmark case Guth v. Loft Inc. Loft won the suit and on May 29, 1941 formally absorbed Pepsi into Loft, which was then rebranded as Pepsi Cola Company that same year. Loft restaurants and candy stores were spun off at this time. In the early 1960s, Pepsi Cola's product lines expanded with the creation of Diet Pepsi and purchase of Mountain Dew. In 1965, the Pepsi Cola Company merged with Frito-Lay, Inc. to become PepsiCo, Inc. At the time of its foundation, PepsiCo was incorporated in the state of Delaware and headquartered in Manhattan, New York. The company's headquarters were relocated to their present location of purchase, New York in 1970, and in 1986 PepsiCo was reincorporated in the state of North Carolina. Between the late 1970s and the mid-1990s, PepsiCo expanded via acquisition of businesses outside of its core focus of packaged food and beverage brands. However, it exited these non-core business lines largely in 1997.
And spinning off others into a new company named Tricon Global Restaurants, which later became known as Yum Brands, Inc. PepsiCo also previously owned several other brands that it later sold so it could focus on its primary snack food and beverage lines, according to investment analysts reporting on the divestments in 1997. Brands formerly owned by PepsiCo include Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, KFC, Hot and Now, East Side Mario's, D'Angelo Sandwich Shops, Chevy's Fresh Mex, California Pizza Kitchen, Stolipnaya, Wilson Sporting Goods, and North American Van Lines. The divestments concluding in 1997 were followed by multiple large-scale acquisitions, as PepsiCo began to extend its operations beyond soft drinks and snack foods into other lines of foods and beverages. PepsiCo purchased the orange juice company Tropicana Products in 1998 and merged with Quaker Oats Company in 2001, adding with it the Gatorade sports drink line and other Quaker Oats brands such as Chewy granola bars and Aunt Jemima, among others.
Never been experienced before. Our revolutionary touchscreen fountain puts you in control, giving you exactly what you want, when you want it. It's as simple as pick, mix, and pour. We captured and integrated high-speed footage of refreshing drinks and created bold yet light-hearted animation to make the experience captivating and exciting for all. We can customize our offerings down to the individual station, making it a truly personal experience. No matter where you are, experience a whole new world of innovative, customized beverages.
In August 2009, PepsiCo made a $7 billion offer to acquire the two largest bottlers of its products in North America, Pepsi Bottling Group and Pepsi Americas. In 2010 this acquisition was completed, resulting in the formation of a new wholly owned subsidiary of PepsiCo, Pepsi Beverages Company. In February 2011, the company made its largest international acquisition by purchasing a 2/3 majority stake in Wimbledon Foods, a Russian food company that produces milk, yogurt, fruit juices, and dairy products. When it acquired the remaining 23% stake of Wimbledon Foods in October 2011, PepsiCo became the largest food and beverage company in Russia. In July 2012, PepsiCo announced a joint venture with the Theo Muller Group, which was named Muller Quaker Dairy. This marked PepsiCo's first entry into the dairy space in the US. The joint venture was dissolved in December 2015.
PepsiCo gains 36th rank in top 100 highest brand value list in its second most valuable beverage brand. PepsiCo is the 11th most popular brand on Facebook.
The Coca-Cola Company has historically been considered PepsiCo's primary competitor in the beverage market, and in December 2005, PepsiCo surpassed the Coca-Cola Company in market value for the first time in 112 years since both companies began to compete. In 2009, the Coca-Cola Company held a higher market share in carbonated soft drink sales within the US. In the same year, PepsiCo maintained a higher share of the US refreshment beverage market, however, reflecting the differences in product lines between the two companies. As a result of mergers, acquisitions, and partnerships pursued by PepsiCo in the 1990s and 2000s, its business has shifted to include a broader product base, including foods, snacks, and beverages. The majority of PepsiCo's revenues no longer come from the production and sale of carbonated soft drinks. Beverages accounted for less than 50% of its total revenue in 2009. In the same year, slightly more than 60% of PepsiCo's beverage sales came from its primary non-carbonated brands, namely Gatorade and Tropicana. PepsiCo's Frito-Lay and Quaker Oats brands hold a significant share of the U.S. snack food market, accounting for approximately 39% of U.S. snack food sales in 2009. One of PepsiCo's primary competitors in the snack food market overall is Kraft Foods, which in the same year held 11% of the U.S. snack market share. Other competitors for soda are RC Cola, Cola Turca, Cola Real, Inca Cola, Zam Zam Cola, Mecca Cola, Virgin Cola, Parsi Cola, Kibla Cola, Evica Cola, Corsica Cola, Briz Cola, and Afri Cola. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, so, like, share, comments and subscribe.